Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you guys. God be with you all. And may God's blood be with you today. For the ones who are saved, let's make it a point to spread the good news. There's a lot of people who don't even know who God is. We talk about God, we talk about the goodness of God. Everybody who has the likes, and share, subscribe, all that. You got people out here who don't even know that God exists. Most churches, they preach to the healthy. They preach to the people who don't need God. We need to preach to the lost. God went after every single last person who needed God. Excuse me, I'm on my way to work. Let's spray deodorant. So make sure that you're preaching to the right crowd. Most people, they flock themselves together and they develop a clique in a group in God. They have these little seminars or whatever it is that they're doing. I've seen it happen, older people. And they have these attitudes. And they call them godly attitudes. And you don't have to share or talk about every single last thing in God with other people. Your relationship is your relationship. And God, I'm drinking coffee and I just got this feeling like I'm just gonna end up. Look at that, sweating. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. You got people who got a relationship with God, they just think that they're, superior or whatever. So keep fighting the good fight of faith. Ask yourself, if God was speaking to me, what would he say if I passed a prostitute? If God was in my life and he was speaking to me, what would he say if I passed a drug dealer? If God was speaking to me, the Holy Ghost, and I was in a relationship with God, what would he be saying about somebody on the street crying, I pass him up? Would I just go, oh wow, God bless them? What would you do? It's a cute shirt, right? What would you do? Ask yourself that question. And make a decision from there on what you would do. What Jesus would do. We're going to do that religious statement. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? The message is simple. Find the right plug. Get with the right people. It's dangerous out here. Depends on where you're making sandwiches, where you're sending it, the kind of group you're with. But flock in a group. Sometimes it's not good to go along when you minister and do street ministry and evangelism. If you feel like you're not called to do anything, I don't know. You might want to reevaluate what you think and feel. Because I don't know when it comes to that. So, in all you're getting, seek God about your missions. It's not hard, but the worstest thing you can do is isolate, don't get around other believers, and the worstest thing you can do is not pray and keep saying that you're confused. God trained me a really, really hard way, and he rebukes me about that. So I have to pass the baton down, and I have to say, every day as you're reading the word and you're getting it for yourself, make sure that the salvation you're preaching, you're applying salvation to yourself. You're not out here drinking, smoking, whatever, and you being lackadaisical thinking that God is okay with it. Make sure that you get saved with everybody else that you're ministering to. Because you got a lot of people who are doing what's right. They are ministering. They are fighting the good fight of faith. But make sure that, and it's not easy. Just make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do too. That's all I'm saying. I gotta go to work. You guys be blessed. I'm about to make another thing of coffee. I am sweating. There's a certain point, and in the morning I just start sweating. I gotta put on my boots and stuff. But you guys be blessed out here. Think about other people. Pray. Just say a prayer for somebody else. Look, I hurt that hurting person who want to commit suicide, this, and that. Look, I protect my mind, protect my future, go into my future. Protect this, protect that, and so on and so forth. Pick up the phone and say, the Lord wanted me to let you know that you're just a beautiful person. Be thoughtful. I know sometimes you can have so much mind stuff going on, but God is a God of sowing seed. If you break through in somebody else's life, God is going to come through and break for you. Listen to what I'm saying. If you break through for somebody else's life, God will come through and break through for you. Sow the seed for somebody else. I know it's hard. I did it. I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell you nothing that I haven't done. I did it. Do it. Be blessed.